Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. Today, as you saw in the title, I am doing another declutter with me. It has been a minute since I've done one of these, and the reason is because back in, I believe it was the month of September, that I was actually doing the minimalism game, and then I shared it in the month of October on my channel. So I kind of took a break from sharing these declutter with me videos just because I wasn't even sure if I would have anything else to declutter, but I quickly realized that I did. As a matter of fact, this is accumulation from that point back in October until now. So it's a bit of a big haul. D-haul? What is this called? It's going away. So I have quite a few things. I will try to get through it quickly, but I did want to let you know why I am letting go of each item. But before I get into that, I did want to say that some of my other friends are joining me as they have done in the past. I'm so excited that people are jumping on this bandwagon of declutter with me's, that they're getting rid of things and they're showing you what they're getting rid of as well. So I will link each of their videos in my description box below. That way you can get even more decluttering content and decluttering motivation. But let's get into it. The first set of things I have are some clothes. So this is actually a stack of my daughter's clothes. So technically my daughter decluttered that. And then I had a couple of things to add to that pile. And then she also had a bunch of hats and hair items that she was letting go of. So I thought I would show you that. Even though I didn't declutter it, it is leaving my house, and so I'm excited about that. Next up, I'll keep with the clothes theme, and that is my son's old climbing shoes. I think I've showed this in another video because I swear he goes through these climbing shoes like once a year, but they definitely are getting a hole and need to go. Next up are some ski items. These are things that have been outgrown and or are just in bad shape and we needed to let go of. These are my son's old ski pants. He needed to size up this year. And then I have 2 pairs of ski gloves that have seen better days, and I found a really good deal on some great ski gloves at Costco this year, so I decided to just go ahead and replace them. And then I felt so bad. These are my son's old ski socks, and I can't remember when I got these for him. He's probably been wearing them since elementary school, and this year it was just too much. He's like, "Mom, these don't even come halfway up my calf." So we had to get him new socks as well. Next up are some things from the kitchen. So if you are following my channel, you might have seen that I redid my spice drawer, and I have a whole bag of spice jars that I'm going to be passing on, hopefully to someone in the Buy Nothing group. I'm sure someone will be able to use these. They are a screw top lid, which was fine, but I found these jars that not only were very pretty, but they had pop-off lids, which makes it much easier for me to get in and out of my spices. Next up are a couple of things from the kitchen that have seen better days. This, broken, completely broken. And then this cup, my husband has held on to for way too long. I actually got him some new coffee travel mugs for Christmas, so this can go as well. I also have a couple of dish towels, and I feel like every once in a while I just need to replace these. They just get too stained and kind of yucky looking. Also, I have these like cheese knives that also have seen better days. I found a really cheap set of cheese knives at the Target dollar spot over like holiday time, over Christmas time, and they're actually quite nice. They have wooden handles, and these wooden handles have definitely seen better days, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. This is also from the kitchen, super random, but we have a reverse osmosis system, and whenever we get a new filter for that, they also send us a light, but our light has never gone out. I don't think, I mean, we've gotten 3 sets and our light still has not gone out, so I don't think we need these anymore. Also from the kitchen, well, they were in my kitchen, these cooler bags for grocery shopping. My daughter used these when she lived in an apartment in college, and they've just been sitting in a kitchen cabinet. I don't use them ever. I have another cooler bag that I use when I am grocery shopping, so I'm gonna go ahead and let these go. They're not like super high quality anyway. Okay, now I'm going to move on to kind of the random category. This, I do still really love this, but I have another advent calendar that I like better, and I found that I did not put this one out this year. I do still really like it, but since I didn't put it out this year, I don't foresee me putting it out next year. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on to someone else. These came off of a little pot with greenery, and I just did kind of a makeover on it. It was kind of a Christmas looking like pine greenery with these berries, and I just gave it a more simplistic look and took these berries out. And at first I kept them. I thought maybe I would use them, but the reason I took them out is because I am not a huge fan of red, and I like more of a simplistic muted look, so I just don't like a lot of bright colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. Next up, I have some banners that I used to use when my kids were younger. I have this star like garland thing, and then I have these letters that spell out birthday or family, and I did use them this year during I have 2 kids that have birthdays in October, and I had the birthday banner up, but I don't know, I didn't love it, and I felt like it was kind of difficult to take up and down because I have to do like each individual letter. I have like little clothespins that I pin it up with. So if I want a birthday banner in the future, I will just get a new one, but I don't foresee me using birthday banners. My kids are getting older now. My youngest is 18, so I think it's okay to say goodbye to the birthday banners. Another random thing, a friend gave me this when we had our garden. It helped protect it from certain bugs that were getting into our garden. We do want to replant sometime this winter or spring, but since I've had this for a while and it was for a specific type of bug, I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. We haven't used it in several months. Another random thing is these drawer handles. So these were on a nightstands that I recently bought for my bedroom, and I did not like the look of these. They're really shiny. I got kind of more of a matte gold color for those drawer pulls that I like better, so I'm just gonna get rid of those. Last few things here. Duct tape. Decorative duct tape. This has been in my drawer, in my desk drawer, for probably a couple of years. I bought them for a project, and then I did the project, and now I'm done not using it. I have a couple of, there's a light switch, an old light switch plate and an old outlet cover that I replaced. This highlighter does not work anymore. I've actually thought about getting rid of all of my highlighters. Like, why do I have highlighters? Do I use highlighters? Does anyone use highlighters? I don't know. But this one was dead. This dry erase board eraser, I have tried to use it on my dry erase calendar, and it does not work very well. I typically end up just using a dry erase spray with a paper towel, and that works a lot better. I have 2 of these spiral notebooks. I got rid of some back when I did the decluttering, the minimalism challenge, and I kept a couple because I was using them to just keep track of my daily agenda. But I decided in 2022 that it was time for me to just get an actual planner. It's been a lot better and a lot more organized, and it has like a monthly calendar where I can keep track of everything that's happening in the month, and then a daily calendar where I can put my to-do list. So I no longer have a use for these spiral notebooks. So I'm gonna go ahead and let those go. Well, that is it for my January declutter with me. I know it was a lot, but I was hoarding things. It's gonna feel so good to just get rid of this stuff. It was all just sitting in my laundry room, so I am so glad to get rid of it. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it gave you some decluttering motivation, and be sure to check out my friends' channels down in the description box below, and I will see you next time. Bye.